YouTube, what is good? Zero Chill is officially here, and with that, that means the MUTMas draft, the MUT draft mode is back. And I got a video today going over what you guys need to be doing to go flawless. You need 5 wins to go flawless. It's just a simple strategy that I have for you guys to be able to pick the best team possible, and as well to have the most success in this mode, to be able to go get Joey Porter, go get Tony Pollard, go get all of your stockings, all the snow, all the rewards that are in this mode. Now, if this video does help you out in any way, shape, or form, like I always say, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, share it with somebody that you know this would help as well. And let's go ahead and get right into the video. As you guys can see, I've just finished up my second draft flawless run. I've done 3 runs and I've went flawless twice. I lost on the last one in the first mode, but now that I actually have an understanding of the mode, understanding of what the mode asks of us, I can help you guys go into it. So let's get into it here. You just want to go over from the main menu. You want to go over here to the MUT draft mode. It's right next to the head-to-head once you go into Ultimate Team. Now, what you can see over here is rewards and division. So I'm going to break it down for you guys the best way that I can. So I would say either grind up to get the first level of the field pass for this, or pay 15K on the first one. Your goal always is to get at least 3 wins. Obviously, you want to go for 5 wins, but don't be disappointed if you get 3 wins. You still get 13, basically 1,400 snow, and you get the draft entry token. So you can keep entering more drafts, and you can keep rolling over, keep getting more snow, keep getting more flawless run packs, etc., etc. The goal at minimum is to get 3 wins. Anything above that is just icing on the cake. So you're going to want to go over here. I have an entry token, so we'll go ahead and go in here and use this. I got this from my previous flawless run. So this is actually a perfect thing. So I've had success. This mode is very playbook driven. What you guys need to be doing, and let me actually pull this up. I don't think I have it pulled up over here. You're going to want to go over, I got to pull it up here now. So you're going to want to go over here and go to, like I said, huddle.gg. I will put this in the description. Make sure you guys check over here. I know some of these playbooks. I'm very familiar with these playbooks. And I know out of these playbooks that they have on here, I've had success in draft modes previously using the Lions playbook and the Chargers playbook, and honestly the Patriots. So all these are really good just because I know Lions has the defense that I want. They have the offense that I want. Patriots has the defense that I want. Their offense isn't really my favorite, and Chargers have the offense that I want, but not necessarily the defense. But the team that I know has the offense and the defense that I like is going to be the Lions, which is why I picked that. So if you use that huddle.gg website, you can know what plays are in here, what formations are in here, and everything. You can go in there and break it down. I'm not gonna go over anything more than that. You guys can figure it out yourself. I'm not gonna insult you guys' intelligence. So the thing that I've realized in this mode right now is I personally go wide receiver. Whenever I see wide receiver, I go get them. If I ever see a wide receiver or a defensive back. So defensive back, if you don't know what that means, safety, any safety, free safety, strong safety, or any cornerback, I will always draft them. I don't really value tight end, again, because I don't really run the ball, so it doesn't really matter to me as much. I want to have wide receivers. So if I see wide receiver, I go pick them. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't care who it is. I'm picking wide receiver. Now here, I think I'm going to go Jalen Waddle just because he has 98 speed. Again, I'm not going to go tight end. You could go Nico. It's up to you what you want. If you value more, taller receivers, I kind of value more speed. So I'm going to go Jalen Waddle, 98 speed. He's going to be burning people's faces off. And again, like I said, I value DB more than anything in this. Now, this Ray Nitschke is really good, but I've had success using Nick Bolton. I've literally won a flawless run. My very first flawless run, I didn't even have a user. So I don't really necessarily value that. I value more DBs because we can get aggressive on defense. If somebody doesn't have a, if they don't have, what am I trying to say? If they don't have good receivers, we can really get aggressive on defense and make it really hard for your opponent, which is why I say go wide receiver, because if somebody has good DBs, you're done. It's over with. Now here, I mean, you really can't go wrong with any of these. You know, Fred Warner has Avalanche. That's definitely something that you're going to want to consider as well. But again, I value DB, so I'm going DB. We're going Jesse Bates. I don't need a user right now. I'm going to get the DBs. So right here, they're going to make you choose an offensive lineman. You're going to have to just pick one. It doesn't really matter who you pick, honestly. I'm just going to go center because he is in the middle of our thing. I'm just going to go center. It doesn't really matter why. Again, this round gives me linemen. I'm not touching linemen. More importantly, I need wide receivers. So now I have my third wide receiver. Again, I like to run 3 wide receiver sets, and I'm done. I don't need any more wide receivers here. So again, I don't really value pass rush either. They've been playing good enough for me to where I feel like I don't need to have these guys on the defensive line. I can just rock out with a cornerback and be okay right there. So that's what we're going to pick as well. Right here, I'm going to go Darius Slay because, again, I run 3 cornerback sets a lot of the time. So I'm going to go ahead and get Darius Slay. If anything, I can put him at a safety position, you know, if I really need to. And then we can move a safety as to be the user as well. So that's kind of like the good thing about it. Again, we don't need pass rusher. And the reason why I'm going Darius Slay over Clark Phillips is just because he's faster and he's taller. And I mean, yeah, it's pretty much that simple, honestly. Yeah, Darius Slay. So lastly, I know this round has an opportunity to freeze. Again, I always go kicker here. You can either choose Chris Boswell or Jason Sanders. I go Boswell. He has higher kick power so that you can hit a field goal if you need it. I don't really kick field goals, but you know, that's kind of what happens. Now, my game just froze. This typically happens on the quarterback round. I'm not really sure why this happens, but just based off of this, I'll explain. Let me refresh the let me close out my app and come back, and I'll show you what I mean about what quarterback I'm gonna pick. So coming back here to the MUTMas draft, we are no longer frozen. I personally, again, this is just me personally, I value quarterbacks that can run. I would go Mike Vick, but the only reason why I'm not going to is just because he's a lefty. Lefty quarterbacks are really not that good. I'm going to go Jaden Daniels just because he's that righty. He's got a really good release, and he has really good stats as well. I mean, they pretty much are the exact same card. One's a lefty, one's a righty. Mike Vick is obviously a little bit faster, but Jaden Daniels is a little bit more accurate, especially on his deep ball. That's what I'm going to go with. You also could go Joe Burrow just because he has hot route master and set feet lead. And I think that's blitz radar. I think that's what the other ability is. But again, I value more speed and things like that. So that's why I'm going to go Jaden Daniels here. That's the pick that I'm going to go with. And then again, like I said, so we have 3 cornerbacks already. We don't have to necessarily go cornerback, but I will go get Brian Branch just so that we can have him. And again, we have the flexibility. If I'm only running 2 cornerbacks, I can move one to the safety spot, and then we can do all that. So I'm gonna go Brian Branch personally. That's what I'm gonna go with, and that's what we're gonna roll with. And that's pretty much the team that I would pick. Again, I've gone flawless twice already, and I feel like I'm going to be able to go flawless multiple times doing that same sort of thing. Now, just some other things that I would recommend to you guys in this before we get out of here. There's a lot of cards in this mode that have avalanche. So especially because they have avalanche, it's a hit stick is going to be a fumble almost every time. And just to avoid it, especially because this mode is only 2-minute quarters, right? Every possession matters. Everything matters in this mode. I would recommend don't take out kickoffs, because I fumbled so many times on kickoffs, and just in general, I'm pretty sure the your ball carrier setting doesn't like carry over to that, so you're more susceptible to fumble in there. And just as well, I would say, just to be on the safe side, put your guys on conservative ball carrier so that you don't fumble. And as well, like I said, every single possession matters. If you can get a stop, you pretty much win this every time. Like it's guaranteed. If you get one stop, the game's over. Like it's only 2-minute quarters, you're gonna win the game. So as long as you get that one stop and you don't get stopped, you're gonna win. It's pretty simple football at that point in time. So let's just go over it one more time on what I went over in this video as well. So the mode is very playbook driven. Make sure you pick the playbook that you want. Make sure you go over there to huddle.gg, look at the playbook database. Make sure you're looking at what playbooks you have as a possibility. Pick the best one, pick the one you're most comfortable with. And then, like I said, on offense, you're going to want to go skill position. So go wide receiver. I would not personally go running back or tight end. I don't really value that. I don't really run the ball. I throw the ball. I'm trying to put my opponent in the dirt. I'm trying to put him in the ground. I'm trying to go crazy. So we're gonna go wide receiver every time I see it. Now, if you don't, go tight end, go running back. You don't need to draft O-line. You don't need to draft pass rushers either, in my opinion. Mainly draft DBs on defense, and then you're good to go. You're good to hoop, play aggressive defense, get one stop, and you win the game just about every time. Now, I know it's more simple for me to just say that, but trust me, if you take some of what I said in this video and you apply it to your drafts, apply it to your gameplay, you're gonna win more games and you're gonna go flawless. Trust me when I say that, man. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see on the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.